been in a situation where you tried to get someone to see things your way or your point of view? Have you ever been talking to a friend or group of people and wanted to influence them or change their mind on a topic? Because I have, with little luck. A recent Cornell University study says that this is a tough thing to do, but it's not impossible. And there are 3 things that you can do through persuasion, through reason, not emotion, changing it around to making them think that it's their idea, and negotiation and agreement. And if you follow these things, you have a good chance of changing someone's mind about a certain topic. Dr. Kropa of LinkedIn thinks that persuasion through reason and not emotion is one of the best ways to change someone's mind about a given strategy. Emotion is driven through most people's ideas about certain topics. And it's usually 9 out of 10 is weighted toward emotion and not reason. So to try to get someone to think your way, you can use reason, come at to them with a non-judgmental way, and give them facts and statistics, and sometimes that'll usually change their mind. I have a story when I worked in the ER, long waits, people would not want to stay, and they would get angry and mad, and they would leave. But the best thing you can do is, through reason, tell them that, hey, if you go to the next hospital, you're going to have to wait all over again, you're going to lose your place in line, and it's not the best thing to do, and they usually stay. And the second strategy is making them think that they get the credit. Because most people, they want the credit, they want people to give them high self-esteem, and they usually like it. So if you can persuade them to think that your reason turns into their reason through, hey, remember you told me if I did this, this would work out, they would usually like that idea. A story is I had a boss a couple years ago who always had to have things his way, always had to be his idea. And I told him that, hey, remember that one time you told me that if I should do it this way, it would work out? He never really did, but if you give him that thought, he ran with it, and it worked out in the end, and we got what we wanted. And the third strategy was negotiation and agreement. And this is usually the best way for businesses. And it's also easy to avoid resistance through this. And in the end, it brings people together. And a good example of this is through a company and a union. Union doesn't want to lose anything, but the company wants to take, let's say, a vacation day from them. They enter into negotiations. The union says, no, we won't give you a vacation day, but we want something else instead. The company says, oh, we'll take 3 hours of your sick time and we'll give you a pay raise. And the union, usually through agreement negotiation, will usually take that. And in the end, the company didn't get what they wanted, but the union got what they wanted, and both were able to equal each other out. So, in conclusion, if you use these proven methods through persuasion, using reason and not emotion, and making the person think that it was their idea initially, and negotiation and agreement, you will usually get someone to change their mind about a certain topic or event. So thank you for bearing with me, and I hope this was able to help you and get out there and start changing some minds. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Anybody? No questions or comments?
Great speech.
That was a wonderful speech.
All right, thank you.
Super guy, super.